Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about THETA and TFUEL. Obviously, big coins with big values behind them. So we see a $9.27 THETA right now, still very much so on price at a $9.3 billion market cap. We see that $400.7 million volume in the last 24 hours, as well as a 1 billion THETA circulating supply. If we take a look at TFUEL as well, we see a $1.4 billion market cap and 24.5 million volume in the last 24 hours, as well as that 5.3 billion TFUEL. So we see, TFUEL is one of those that is very undervalued in my opinion right now. So a 26-cent TFUEL. We saw this, previously around that 35 to 45 cent range. So I think TFUEL is at a very good spot to buy in. Just a month ago, we saw, 42, 43, 45 cents. We even saw it actually go all the way up to about 50 cents there. It's very undervalued in my opinion. I think TFUEL is going to be one of those that you want to snag. Obviously THETA as well, as I think THETA will easily 2x in the next month at the very least. So let's talk a little bit more about where THETA we think is going to go. Before we talk about, the price predictions for April, May in 2021, I do want to talk about what's going on with THETA right now, why it's so important to really understand what THETA is doing and accomplishing in the background. I do also want to talk about, why THETA is, like I said, it's struggling right now. Obviously, the double market crash kind of struggled, and it kept it right below that $8 mark, or I guess $9 mark for quite some time. We saw it, hovering at this 860, 870, 860, 870, 860. So we're continuing to see it kind of stabilize in the eights, and that's definitely not something we want to see with THETA. I think this should be one of those coins that bounce back pretty good. I think we are continuing, to kind of see it bounce back, just not as fast as a lot of us would want. After we dropped all the way down to about 750. We did bounce back all the way to about 990 at one point, April 23rd. Obviously, another dip caused, and then we saw it below $9 now for the last few hours at the very least, or a couple days. So we're hoping that THETA and TFUEL can push back out of that. Let's talk about why that could be. So let's talk about this first article. Liftoff is less than an hour away. Tune in now to watch the launch of the NASA SpaceX Crew 2 mission. So the fact that THETA Network is already starting to stream things like this, it's going to show big things. Obviously, the coverage on things like this is what people want to see. People want to see these big events. And if THETA can really take advantage of this and get these big events on the screen, people are going to watch it. It doesn't really matter where it's at, what network it's on. So THETA Network doing the right thing here, making these big events available on their live stream. So I think this is a great thing to continue to do by them. I think we'll continue to see THETA push pretty smartly here. I think they have a lot of funds ready to go, and they're excited to push their network, and I think it's going to be a big thing. Obviously, the idea behind getting NASA on their THETA.tv is huge. If we go on to the next one, we see account registration and pre-funding is coming to the WPT THETADrop.com this Sunday. Make sure to check back for the latest news on WPT. THETA NFTs coming soon. If you guys don't know, World Poker Tour is WPT, and they obviously have a solid following, and we continue to see more and more interest in the WPT THETA drop itself. So hopefully we continue to see those NFTs go for good prices, and we see THETA continue to take the spotlight yet again. Going into our next one, we see Beyond excited to announce my partnership with THETA. Wendy O is getting a partnership with THETA. So that's a big deal as well. We continue to see, more and more people get NFTs with THETA. If you guys don't know, Wendy O has over 100K followers. So another big shout out basically to THETA with that. So we continue to see THETA, like I said, grabbing a lot of audience, a lot of investors' eyes. So I think we will continue to see growth in THETA. I think we'll be back to that $15, $16 THETA very soon. If we take a look at the next one, this is going to be our last little tweet to look at. It's going to talk more about there's only a few more showings left on the Lionsgate classic horror film Leprechaun. Make sure to tune in April 23rd at 4 p.m. PDT to watch this classic movie. The final showing will be on April 30th, powered by THETA Network. So the idea behind, doing these movies, live like this, I think this is a great idea personally. And I think, kind of partnering with Lionsgate, making this available to everybody at this time, I think that's a great concept. And I think we will continue to see growth. If they continue to, get some of these bigger movies, maybe we'll obviously continue to see a lot of people jumping on THETA.tv yet again. And that doesn't really matter why they're on THETA.tv. If they're there, that's traffic to the source. That's traffic to a lot of people understanding, this is a pretty cool idea. This is pretty cool. It has potential. And next thing you know, they're investing. Next thing you know, they're researching more on it, or they're jumping on THETA.TV more often, or checking out the NFT drops. There's so much that could really catch the eye when they jump onto THETA.TV. So it's all about getting them there in the first place, and I think THETA is doing a great job at that. So let's take a look at THETA.TV. Let's go to I guess it's going to THETA Network, and then let's go to the THETA Network, or I guess it's THETAToken.org. If you guys go to THETAToken.org, you can see obviously their website, which gives you a lot of information. A lot of you guys already know about this, so we'll just go quickly over just a few points here. So the biggest point is THETA Mainnet 3.0, introducing TFuel staking and uptime mining is coming, and it's going to be big. Obviously, 66 days, 5 hours, 19 minutes. As my webpage is kind of struggling here, let's give it a quick refresh maybe. But it is counting down, obviously, from 66 days, and we're going to continue to see a lot of people invest, knowing that, TFuel staking is coming and uptime mining is coming. Hopefully, a lot of people understand that, if you sell your THETA now at this $8 to $9 price point, you probably won't be getting this price point back. This is a price that doesn't happen very often in something of this nature, like THETA and TFuel, as my webpage is still struggling. But it's one of these coins like this that you really want to hold on to for 77 or 80 days, and you'll see good profits. I think if you just wait until at least after the mainnet 3.0 is released, then you can make your decisions based on where the price is at that point in time. Obviously, always do your own research too as well. So if you want to sell before that, it's definitely fine to do so. Just do your own research, make sure it's a good idea. And I'm not a financial advisor, so always do your financial, or I guess get your financial advice from somebody else. I am not a financial advisor. I'll never get financial advice. So jumping into what they're done right. So we talked about their third U.S. patent. They're doing a lot, obviously, right? We talked about their NFT drops, their big announcements on THETA.TV as well as the THETA Network, big partnerships as well. So let's jump back to the prices now, because we have looked at their website previously. So if you guys want to look in their website, you can obviously do so yourself, or you can jump back at a previous THETA video I've done. We've talked about a lot of things on their website. Obviously, it's video delivery powered by you is what their big concept is, and it's a great concept. I think it's going to be great, and I think TFuel and THETA are both going to thrive in this network. So we see a 3.37% increase in the last 24 hours, which is good. Anything is good. That is a low increase. However, I do think this is in the right path, the right direction. If we continue to see really the market stabilize and increase a little bit more, we are going to see a lot of investors popping in and taking these prices. I think right now they were kind of hoping that these prices would kind of crash even a little bit more. They wanted to grab cheap deals, and they're not going to get any cheaper than an 7. I guess they got a 750 THETA. So that is a steal. If you were able to grab a 750 bag of THETA, congratulations. You're going to be happy with that one probably for the rest of your life. As we move on, and I think THETA is going to be a big coin, like I said. So let's talk about some of the price predictions for April, May, and 2021. Jumping into April, where do we think THETA will end up being? Where do we think TFuel will end up being? Well, THETA at that 923, I think it is going to be a hard recovery here. I think we are going to see THETA jump right around that $12 mark by the end of April. I think we will increase that much. I think there's going to be a lot of people understanding that this is at such a cheap value still, and they want to throw their money at it. And I think $12 is a reasonable price prediction for THETA by the end of April. Unfortunately, because of these two major crashes were a little off course from where I would have liked to be, but by the end of May, I think we're going to pick a lot of that slack up. I think by the end of May, we could see THETA continue to rise, and because of that, I think we see it right around $20 to $25 at the very least. I think 20 to 25 is reasonable. It's really about mid-June, 20 to 25, I guess, is more realistic. I'll say, late May, mid-June, that's where I think it's going to be about $25 as an all-time high, jumping with that mainnet 3.0 release coming after that shortly. So I think THETA is going to be a big coin, and because of that, at the end of 2021, we're going to continue to see growth. I think we'll see it right around $80 as a price target that we want to see. That's about an 8x from where we're at right now, a little over an 8x, and I think that's definitely reasonable and possible. So it really shows how much THETA could grow in this next year. It's a little bit riskier than some coins, maybe like Chainlink or Polkadot or Cardano, but it has more potential behind it, in my opinion, in this year. So we'll continue to watch it, and we'll see this 8x potentially happen as we jump over to TFuel. So TFuel is another one we talk about a lot on this channel. So if you guys don't like, or I guess if you do like THETA and TFuel, make sure to subscribe to the channel right now, turn notifications on, and like the video, because we do talk THETA and TFuel quite a bit on this channel. So $1.4 million, or I guess billion-dollar market cap at that 26 cent right now, an 8% increase in the last 24 hours. So we did dip down very, very hard. If you guys didn't notice, we went down to 17 cents. That is an insane deal. So if you guys were able to snag that, congratulations yet again. 26 cents though, very, very good price point for Theta. I think we will continue to see this grow. By the end of the month, I could see this right around 30 cents, 30, maybe 33, 34 cents as well. I think by the end of May is going to be our big Theta jump as well. I think we're going to see it jump maybe up to about 40, 45 cents yet again, hopefully reaching close to 50 cents. By the end of the year, I do think Theta will continue to grow about that $2 to $3 range, in my opinion, which would be a very good increase for a lot of people, understanding that, you're getting an 8 to 12x there. And I think a lot of people are looking forward to something like that. And I think TFuel is going to be the one to do it. So we'll continue to monitor Theta and TFuel. I think they both have their value behind them. And I think they're going to be undervalued at this moment until we get above their, current all-time highs. Then I think they're going to be about valued where they need to be, and hopefully continuing to be at that value that makes sense. So I think these are great both opportunities for a lot of people to jump in at low price points. I think they're both still at good price points to buy and purchase. So that's just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. And like I said previously, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn notifications on and like the video. Thank you so much. I'll see you all in the next one.